Hi, this is a Sagittarius Gemini reading, and I'm ready to strangle both of you. I'm sorry. I've got like you guys have 3 days to start talking to each other. I swear to God. One of y'all fell off and ghosted the other one because you got your ego hurt. The other person got your feelings hurt. So you hurt the ego. This ego hurts that ego. This feeling hurts this feeling. This person feels emasculated even though they're a woman. So explain that to me. This person just wants to start again, and this person is like, but I'm not ready to settle down. But y'all are fighting against the wind here. It's like against the wind. You're running against the wind. Y'all are running against the wind fighting this relationship. So what do we have on one side? A teacher. They're a little bit more mature, but I'm just going to get to it because I'm kind of fed up with you guys. Like, this person doesn't want to admit they're selfish because they don't want to be selfish. This person doesn't want to admit that they're stubborn because they don't want to be stubborn, but they are. We got entertainer on this side with the Empress in reverse. It's like they know you're like husband or wifey and they're still fighting it, and they ghosted you. I feel like someone just dropped off the face of the planet because I had my little cards right. I don't even know where Sagittarius went. Maybe y'all have ghosted each other at this point. I can't. I've had enough. I won't take it anymore. So, like, Gemini flew off the table, my card, and I cannot find it, y'all. I can't find it. Like, this person dropped off the face of the earth, or this person did. It's unacceptable because I feel like it was all really miscommunication. No, 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 no. It's y'all trying to make head over heart decisions about something that needs to be a heart over everything decision. Oh my God. I'm so mad at you guys right now. Hold on, let me walk away. Sorry, let me sage myself. There's a lot of frustration here. And you guys, the other song that was coming through was Bon Jovi. I was trying to remember, I used to have Bon Jovi when I was in 4th grade on cassette tape, and I thought I was so hard, you guys. It was pretty cute. 'Cause we gotta hold on for what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's the life of love. We'll give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway. You guys are halfway there. Because you love each other so much. It's like the rest is living on a prayer. They talk about, take my hand. We'll make it, I swear. Living on a prayer. So with the hope and a prayer and all the love you guys have in your hearts for each other, which is immense. It's an incredible, immense amount of love and passion and lust and intimacy and oh. It's like, are we not coming together, falling apart, and like coming together rated R version too. Waving over. You're both feeling lonely. You're both feeling isolated. I think this one person, like, they really felt like something you said was a low blow, and I think it was a misunderstanding. And there's something that they said that you had to put your boundaries up for, and they took that as a low blow, like, you don't love me unconditionally because you have boundaries? Well, the minor adjustment that that person's gonna have to make is accepting that boundaries mean that you love yourself. And if they love you, they want you to love yourself. And they want you to keep those boundaries up that make you feel safe, respected, and honored. And on the other side over here, it's like they feel like they're a different species from you and that you're never going to Work with them on how different their lifestyle is. Maybe they're completely a night owl and you're an early bird, and they feel like you judge them for like every way that they live. They feel judged. What just fell out? Oh, shocking. Shocking. Forgiveness. You guys have so much love for each other. If you went into this with no fear of failure, how would that look? How would that feel? B defies all odds. It's the Phil Collins, Take a Look at Me Now. There's just an empty space. What does he say? 'Cause you coming back to me is against all odds, but it's the chance I got to take. You guys need to take the chance. You need to move forward with this. One of you needs to come back from oblivion, like return from Mars, come back from the moon, and forgive. Like, this love shouldn't exist. I understand why it's scary. I get it. Don't blame that on each other. Don't attack each other because the world you live in has created an environment where this love shouldn't exist and where it's not tolerated or something. Maybe you come from different families or ideas, but you're both just lonely as hell without each other. Like, trying to find someone like you has made this person feel more lonely. And you trying to wrap your head around how they could just fall off the earth like that when there's so much love and passion, it's making you feel more isolated and alienated. Y'all need to come together and support each other no matter what. No matter what. It's like you two against the world. If you could see it that way, and you knew that you both felt that way, which you do, and if you could understand that there's just some serious misunderstandings because of the way y'all talk and the world you live in, you communicate differently here in this world of the entertainer. Natural entertainer, storyteller, excellent communicator, great sense of humor. Everything's like, you feel like this person's always on stage, like they're always on camera. And this person feels like you're unforgiving of them being the great showman or showwomen that they are, and that's not the case. And you both love and respect each other so much. And there's all this projection of the sides that you're on and the world that you live in. And maybe this love shouldn't exist, and maybe it doesn't make any sense. But you're like running against the wind, trying to stay separate, and it's not good for either one of you. You're both living lives that are completely unfair to your higher spirits. In this deck, she says, you are an emanation of your spirit's signature. You're not just some person running around in the rat race trying to find a mate. No, this is a soulmate and another soulmate. Let me say that again. You are an emanation of your spirit's signature in the Untamed Elemental deck. If you thought of that love that way, would you be able to maybe forgive? Might there be a light at the end of the tunnel that you weren't expecting? Like, plot twist, this thing that could never work out and is never gonna happen is gonna happen, and it's gonna work out. You're very physically uncomfortable without each other. Like, there's something about being together that makes you guys feel very safe and physically comfortable. There's a peace there, even though there's passion. You just haven't worked out how to fight yet. Like, you worked out how to make love right away, but you didn't necessarily figure out how to fight yet and work things out, which is just a minor adjustment that will bring so much healing and light and forgiveness and peace and power. And power. Like, this is against all odds, but if you decide that it's us against the world, we're gonna do this. Like, nothing can stop you. Nothing, nothing. How? What does this person need to do? Like today? Because I don't have any patience with this, so I think this needs to get going here, you guys. Give it. I swear to God. Give yourself a kick in the seat of the pants. Okay? Many of our personal goals are stranded on a little island called the Someday I'll. Don't wait for it to happen to you. Give yourself a kick in the seat of the pants to make it happen. You might have to swallow your pride and reach out. If you miss them, reach out. They probably think that whatever they did scared you away forever. Either you let your life slip away by not doing the things you want to do, or you get up and do them. What are 3 things you can do to reach your goal? I don't know. Let's find out. No, not that one. This one. Okay. So maybe one person needs to make the other one feel very comfortable in that even if they are an unconventional person, they still will make a beautiful mother or father. This person thinks that you wouldn't respect them as like the parent of your child. And this person just needs to say, just tell me what you want. Tell me what you need from me. I want to be there for you. And this person also needs to understand that this person's kind of crazy. This person's always going to be kind of crazy, kind of out there, unconventional, wild, untamable, adventure, traveling, new things, new people. But they also want you to be their mate. So if you can understand that, give yourself a kick in the pants. That's that person. Or you're this other person, and that's what they kind of need to do. But what do you need to do? Okay. And this person needs to give themselves more credit. This person, just because you're strange or unconventional, or people look at you straight, like maybe you thrive in very high creative fields. But when it comes to like the day to day, saying hi to the neighbors, paying the bills, it's not your forte. And you don't think of yourself as someone that could settle down or have the white picket fence or be the perfect husband or wife. But you are the perfect husband or wife specifically to this person. Maybe you weren't for the last one. So have some faith in yourself that if you were afraid of intimacy before, it was because you were protecting yourself, and that's okay. But you don't have to protect yourself against your soulmate. So it's like this person put up some emotional boundaries, and then this person put up the kind of boundaries where it was like the Great Wall of China and they were never seen again. But it had more to do with them feeling insecure in being a successful partner for you. It has nothing to do with love. How do they do that? Just know that you can't do everything alone. And that it's a yin-yang situation. When one is weak, the other will carry them. And when you are weak, you will carry them. And it's going to work out so beautifully and peacefully. And I just wish y'all would get going on this today. Be forgiving. How do you forgive? Okay, so is holding a grudge getting you anywhere? Is it getting you anywhere, or is it bringing more darkness, isolation, depression, and feeling hung out to dry? It's not over. Take a leap of faith. Give it another chance. Give them a chance to be wild and wacky and out there and unconventional and misunderstood and unable to be put into a box. Or if that's you, understand that they will want to work with you on that, and they do love you for who you are. And if there was a misunderstanding, they want to make any minor adjustments they can because they're sick of being without you. So how do you start? How does it start? Like, what's this? How about what to do, what not to do? I feel like whatever the separation was, it was necessary so you guys could build up your own individual identities. So that when you come together, it's a dynamic duo, it's a power couple. It's when you walk into the room together, everyone stops and says, "Whoa, who's that?" Like wherever you go in the world, when y'all walk into a room, people stop and say, "Whoa, who's that?" if they don't already know. So think of it as a blessing in disguise that you guys had a chance to go through some separate storms to build up your courage, to build up your confidence, to allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to allow yourself to love and be brokenhearted. And then realize that you really want to come back together because there's nothing like being with the soulmate. Nothing. This is a long term legacy, okay? So you both want that. You both want to create something that will last for a long time. So maybe you both, although I'm talking Sagittarius and Gemini, I think there's earth, a lot of earth on one side, and then a lot of water on the other side in your moons. And whatever that is, your chart just really works together. So there's this relationship might be a little bit more glamorous and public than one person feels comfortable with, and they'll just have to make that minor adjustment. Okay, so on the other side, it could be that this person feels like they need to be in constant communication with this person, but because of the way they work, it's not doable. And it has nothing to do with love, and that's just a minor adjustment that that person's going to have to make. And that might very well be the basis of this misunderstanding. But it doesn't matter where you come from, or who you are, or what the world thinks about you, or about your love. Maybe it shouldn't exist. Maybe it defies gravity. Maybe it's against all odds, but that's the chance you've got to take. I can't believe Phil Collins made an appearance in one of my songs, you guys. In one of my songs. What does he say? There's just an empty space. Oh my God. Like, there's regret on both sides, and there's fear. Like, as scary as it is to come together and be one with your soulmate, isn't it more terrifying that you might spend the rest of your life apart? Can that be the light at the end of the tunnel that is the kick in the pants on one side, where you give yourself a timeline? All right, I'm going to reach out by the end of the week. Or if suddenly they reappear again, they might be just trying to say, hello, do you still love me? And you need to say yes because you do. What not to do? Guys, don't judge each other. This needs to be an unconditional love. This needs to be vulnerable and pure and raw. Because that's what's fair to each other. So decide you won't fight. Decide it's us against the world. You know, if you have to think of it that way, like the world wants you apart. And you got to hold on with what you got. And it doesn't make a difference if you're rich or if you're poor or if you the world doesn't understand it. The only way that you two are going to be okay is if you come together. I feel like I've just been un-okay this whole reading, which is why I want to grab you and shake you. Whichever one you are, both sides, I want to shake you both. This is real love. Don't throw it away because of miscommunication or because of what's expected of you from society or because what you expect of yourself isn't what you're projecting the other. There's a lot of head over heart decisions that have been made, and now it's time to make a heart overhead, above all, decision to move forward and give it another chance. You'll be so happy that you did. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. See you for the next one. Bye-bye.